I welcome you all to Major H.S. Kalsi's Baalnoi Academy. I am Ritu Sahani, Faculty of English. Today we are going to cover parts of speech, also known as word classes. This kind of question, the word classes is there in PYQs, which is why I am using that terminology. Anyways, let's get started. So before we start solving 10 questions, we're going to solve 10 questions from a certain PYQ. But before we start that, we need to know what are parts of speech. So I'm going to give you an overview, a brief account of parts of speech. So there are total 8 parts of speech. How do we remember these 8? I'm going to give you a short form, Ivan cap. This is how you remember the 8 parts of speech. So if I change the color, I, E, A, N, P, A, P, P. This is just a short form to remember the 8 parts of speech. Now, I stands for, again I'll change the color. I stand for interjection. V for verb. A for adjective. N for noun. C for conjunction. This another A for adverb. This P is pronoun. The last P is preposition. So this is a shortcut, an abbreviation which I've given you so that you remember. These are the 8 parts of speech: interjection, verb, adjective, noun, conjunction, adverb, pronoun, and preposition. Now we're going to do 2 more things. I'm going to give you very brief definitions of what are these. So definition. Second thing, examples. Brief examples, brief definition. So I'll keep changing the color. So towards the end, you can take a picture of this. It's a very important image. With the help of this, we will be able to solve the 10 questions in the paper. Fine. Let's change the color. What are interjections? Interjections are exclamatory words. Words expressing sudden, strong emotion. This is like a sign you remember for them. They will always have this kind of a sign, exclamatory sign. Words expressing sudden, strong emotion. What are verbs? Verbs are action words. Any word which talks about an action, kriya ke bare mein pata chalta hai, is a verb. Then let's talk about nouns. Nouns are naming words. Names of person, place, animal, or thing. Even qualities, even abstract nouns come under nouns. Then what are pronouns? Let's talk about pronouns first. What does a pronoun do? A pronoun replaces the noun. For example, let's say I have a boy named Mark. Mark, and I want to speak 10 lines on this person. Can I keep saying Mark, 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 Mark 10 times? No, I would replace the word Mark. He is intelligent and he is hardworking. So we use he. So those are pronouns. Now we can talk about adjectives. What do adjectives do? Right? They modify, they qualify what? They qualify noun or pronoun. Let's say the same boy Mark. I use 2 adjectives there. Intelligent, talented. So the word intelligent and talented is an adjective. Yeah. How about now conjunction? The name is suggestive. To conjunct means to join. Words that join 2 sentences, 2 phrases, or 2 clauses are conjunct. So they are, conjunctions are joining words. Then we can talk about prepositions. Prepositions are position words. The function is hidden in the spelling itself. Prepositions, positions, so they are position words, place words. We will talk about the position or the place. Lastly, adverb. Now this, I take it up as the last one because this is the most complex of all. Adverb is such a part of speech which actually qualifies all the parts of speech. But as of now, here I can give you a hack. The hack is the function of the adverb is hidden in the spelling itself. Adverb qualifies verb, adverb qualifies an adjective, and adverb qualifies another adverb also. Three functions. It describes, qualifies, modifies a verb, another adverb, and an adjective as well. So now I think it will be good if I just step aside, and if you want to take a picture, but I think it will be nice you take a picture towards the end. I'll write examples first. Let's do some examples. This thing will be useless without examples. Fine. How about some exclamatory words? Let's say you are happy. What would you say? Hooray. You sad. You would say Allah. You want to applaud someone. You want to pat the back. You would say bravo. Kudos. Cheers. Yay. Yippee. All of these, oops, they are all interjections. Then how about verbs? There are two types of verbs, helping verbs and main verbs. Helping verbs are also known as auxiliary verbs. Examples are is, am, are. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, do, does, did, and even will and shall. So in all, in English grammar, we have 13 helping verbs, 1, 3. Is, am, are, has, have, do, does, 7 helping verbs of the present tense, was, were, had and did, 4 helping verbs of the past tense, and will and shall are the 2 helping verbs of the future tense. Now, as far as the main verb goes, all of the main actions, eating, sing, drink, sleep, teach, write, read, hear, listen, right? So, I'll just write a couple of examples. Write, read, teach, play, eat, all of these are main verbs. How about noun now? Let's say person, I go for boy. Then the name of the person, you can write Rohan. Common noun, proper noun, that way. Similarly, place, I write city. I can even write the name of the city. Pune, person, place. Then we have animal, dog. I can even write the name of the animal. Scooby. So dog is a common noun. This is also a name. The word dog is also a name, but given to the whole class, right? Then Scooby. Now how about thing? Let's say a marker. And then I say Camlin. All of these are nouns. Now, as I said earlier, even abstract nouns come under nouns, as in bhavachak sangya, all qualities, feeling, and state. For example, words like confidence. I have confidence. I have patience. Right? So, all of the qualities which you have, they will come under nouns, abstract nouns. Now, how about pronouns? He, she, it, I, we, you, they. We have many more, But I will do this when I do the 10 questions and we'll get into the details. I'll give it to you orally here. Words like this, that, these, those. They are actually demonstrative pronouns also. They are demonstrative adjectives also. So as of now, just make a note somewhere. This, that, these, those. Demonstrative pronouns also, demonstrative adjectives. Then again, we have who, whom, whose, which, that. These are also pronouns. Relative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. As of now, some general examples. How about prepositions? Because they are place words. Which words talk about place? Where are you sitting? Right? Where are you waiting? At, in, on, into, under, between, beneath, across. All of these words, over, above, upon, all talk about place. I am sitting in the chair. I am sitting on the chair. If the chair has arms, then you would be sitting in the chair. Without the arms, on the chair. Position words. Right? Then we talk about conjunctions. Kindergarten conjunctions could be and, but, because, while, whereas, since. Then we have those paired conjunctions, either or, neither, nor, not only, but also, rather than, less, should, so many conjunctions. Then the last thing is adverb, I believe, or adjective words. Right? Now, adjective words like, let's say, I have confidence. इसी का adjective क्या होगा? I am confident. Similarly, the abstract noun over here would be, I have honesty and I am honest. You see how is the relation between noun and adjective? Imandar and imandari. Honesty, honest. Noun, adjective. Somebody has innocence and he is innocent. C-E-N-T. That would be an adjective. Yeah. Okay. Lastly, adverbs. You say he talks and then you give the manner in which this person talks. He talks politely. So politely is describing the manner in which the person talks. It is describing the verb of talking. Right? Now if I say he is very intelligent, intelligent is an adjective. And how much intelligent? Very intelligent. The word very will end up becoming an adverb because it is qualifying the adjective, intelligent. One more. He ran very slowly. If you see the word slowly is an adverb. If you want, I write. He ran very slowly. Slowly is an adverb. Why? Because it's qualifying the verb ran. He ran how? Slowly. But if you see the word very, what is it qualifying? It's qualifying the word slowly. This is also an adverb. It's an adverb of degree, also known as intensifier. Right? Adverbs of degree, they give the degree to which he ran. So how much slowly? Very slowly. To what extent? Slowly. Very slowly. Right? So the word very is also an adverb over here because it's qualifying another adverb. Qualifies another adverb. 3 roles. So these are some examples of our parts of speech. I think I can get aside. You please take a picture. 3 things we did. We know their name, interjection, verb, adverb. I've given you a short form. 2 word definitions and some general examples. You can take a picture and now we can solve some 10 questions. Now see, in the question paper, they keep changing the name of the word classes. Nothing but parts of speech only. So don't get confused or baffled at all. So we start solving. First question. The words are not underlined. Not a problem. I will underline them for you. I have the question paper with me here. underlining I will take from the paper. No problem. Keep it there. Okay. Now the word that is underlined, we have to identify the part of speech of the underlined word. Let's see, is it a demonstrative pronoun? Is it a noun? Is it a participle? Is it a conjunction? What do you think is the answer? A couple of minutes ago, I told you this, that, these, those. They are either pronouns or they are adjectives. The adjective option is not given only. The answer is it's a pronoun. That boy, he is that same boy who talked to me yesterday. So it is replacing the name of that boy. It's replacing. It's clearly a pronoun. It's not a noun because the noun is this word boy. It's not a participle. By the way, participles are, participle could be a V3, third form of the verb, right? Or it could be even V1 ing if you're talking about present participle, right? So therefore, that is not the answer. It's not a conjunction either. It's not joining any two sentences. So the correct answer therefore is round. Now, how about the word happiness? What do you think it is? There's a clue over here. NESS. So my tip for you is words which end in NESS or MENT or even TIOS or SIOS. They are always, what do you think? They always noun. This is an abstract noun. Khushi. Yeah, agar khush कहना है तो happy, and then happy would become an adjective, but happiness is clearly a noun. Now you look at this. This person is saying you have no sense, and the no word is underlined. We have to kind of identify the part of speech over here. So if you see, what do you think is the answer? Is it a noun? Not really. The noun actually is this one. Sense, your common sense, your knowledge, your intelligence. Yeah. So this one is noun. Now you see, is it a preposition? Is it talking about a place? No, not really. Then what is it? Is it an adverb or is it a determiner? In my opinion, it's a determiner. Now we need to understand what is a determiner. So here goes my answer. Lot of things come under determiner. Let me list them out for you here. Can we? I have some space over here. I'll use this space to just list out determiners in English. Which are the determiners? There are a couple of things which come under determiners. You have 6 things come under determiners. Which are they? Demonstratives are determiners. Ordinals are also determiners. Possessive adjectives are also determiners. Numbers are also determiners. Then possessive adjectives, numbers. Articles are also determiners. Fine. Now what comes under demonstratives? If you remember, I told you this, that, these, those. Those 4 words are demonstrative pronouns also, demonstrative adjectives also. So we write it. This, that, these, those. These are demonstrative. Ordinals, what are ordinals? Numbers which give order. How to identify them? They will end this way. ND, RD, TH. It means first, second, third, fourth, 92nd, 83rd, 20th. All of these will come under ordinal numbers and they are nothing but determinants. Now, numbers over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Even, last, I think the 6th one I had forgotten to write, quantifiers. Even a little, few, much, several, less. All of this talks about the quantity. Now, if you see here, it did give the quantity. How much sense? No sense. Right? So it is clearly a quantifier. It's quantifying the sense. Little sense, few sense. We'd never say few sense, by the way. It's less sense or little sense. It's an uncountable noun. It will use words like less and little or much also, much sense. So it's a quantifier actually if you want the precise answer. Huh? And then of course articles, a, and. So these 6 things come under determinants. Demonstratives, ordinals, possessive adjectives. How about giving you some examples? My, our, your, their, her. These are all examples of possessive adjectives. This is my bag. Bag is the noun and therefore my is the adjective. And in which sense we are saying? Possessive. Mera. Yeah. This is our class. Right? Possession. And then class is the noun. So therefore these words, my, our, your, her, their, they're possessive adjectives. I'll give you a tip how to remember them. Most of them, not all, many of them end in R. You can just remember it this way. And one additional information if you want, अगर इसी को ours कर दें, yours, ours, theirs, hers, तो ये possessive pronouns हो जाएंगे. They'll become possessive pronouns. Fine. So moving on, 3 questions done. Let me do the underlinings first. Let's see in the paper which word is underlined. 105, which is now. Then owing. Then we have 107, therefore. 108, to. 109, which. 110, alas. Easy ones. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We can go bottom up. I guess the last 2 are very, very easy. Very, very easy. Why? Alas, we just saw sudden strong emotion, exclamatory words are known as interjections. So we have this option, interjection. This is the answer. Okay. Then look at this. Which way shall we go? Which is underlined. Now, if you see, is it a noun? Is it a gerund? Is it a conjunction? Is it an adjective? I'll give you a tip. How do you solve these questions? Most times, whichever word is underlined, don't directly start looking at the options and as in you can look at the options, but don't directly start deciding the answer. What you should decide first is the part of speech of the word written ahead of the underlined word. पहले ये देख लो ये क्या है. And then you know अच्छा ये word इसको qualify कर रहा है तो ये क्या हो सकता है. So the word way is actually a noun. Rasta. Rasta is a noun, yeah. Road, path, way is a noun. And then whichever word talks about a noun, whichever word describes a noun, what do you think is it? We just did in that Ivan cap image, yeah. Adjectives qualify noun. So do we have an adjective option? Yes, we have. It's an adjective. How about what is the gerund? So I think I can explain here also. The options are infinitive, gerund, yeah, little confusing words. I'll take it up on the whiteboard. Anyways, as of now, we are just done with 1110 and 109. We are not doing these. I'll take you to the whiteboard. I will do gerund and infinitive on the whiteboard. We'll have to do the underlining again. No problem. None now, owing, therefore. Okay. You see, it is not that simple like we just did the Ivan cap image and you feel you'll be good with it. No, there are a lot of detailings actually. So what is a gerund? It will look like a V1 ing, but it's not a verb. It is a noun. a short definition could be a gerund is a verbal noun. Like a verb, function like a noun. There is another name for a gerund. Gerund को present participle भी कहते हैं. V4. There are so many names. V4, present participle. It will look like a V1 ing. It is known as a verbal noun. Look like a verb but function as a noun. Now, what is an infinitive? How should it look like? 2 plus first form of the verb. 2 followed by base form of the verb. This combination is known as an infinitive. Right? Okay. How about an example? Erring is human. Forgiving is divine. Now, if you see in this example, ing, there are 2 ing words, but they are not verb form. They are not verb. क्रिया नहीं हो रही, कोई यहाँ किसी को forgive नहीं कर रहा है, ना ही कोई गलती कर रहा है. यहाँ error करना is erring, you err. So it is actually doing the role of a noun. It's talking about this habit of it or the process of it, right? So these are gerunds actually. Now, if the same sentence I write it in an infinitive form, I would write like this. To err is human. To forgive is divine. To err. गलती करना ह्यूमन बींग्स की आदत है और माफ कर देना इट्स अ डिवाइन क्वालिटी, इट्स अ गॉड लाइक क्वालिटी. So to forgive. The 2 infinitives over here. Those are gerunds. So this is the difference between infinitive and gerund. So if that's clear to you now, I think we can go back to the paper. If you want to take a picture, I can get aside. I guess this word was underlined. Let me see the paper once again. None. None now. Owing. Then therefore. Then to. Fine. Then since we were going bottom up, we can go bottom up only. Let's do question 108. They tried to find fault with us. What is it? Is it a participle? No. We know participle या तो V3 होता है या V1 ing होता है. Then participle as in gerund. Yeah, all the main V. So if कुछ भी नहीं, so only 2 is underlined. So this is not the answer. How about it's not a verb also? It is clearly an infinitive. 2 plus V1. This combination 2 is the infinitive. Right? So this is just grammar over here. Now we don't need a gerund because gerund हमेशा दिखने में दिखेगा कैसे? Gerund को identify करना easy. ing, there has to be ing. Yeah, it will be V1 ing. Now that you have to decide: is it a verb or is it a noun? Or is it an actual gerund? Or it's only looking like a gerund. Okay. Then how about this one? My sister is just 16. If you think about it, it's an independent sentence, and then she is not eligible to vote. 2 independent sentences joined using the word therefore. Therefore, it is clearly a conjunction, the joining word, join 2 independent sentences. Now, also if you notice here, to vote, did you see the infinitive here? 2 plus V1, then the same option. There was just another example of infinitive. All right, moving on to, so we're done with question 107 also, the answer is delta. How about 106? Owing to his ill health, He retired from business. Now, what do you think it is? Is it a preposition? Is it a determiner? It is clearly not a determiner. This we know. Yeah? So, what were the determiners we saw? We saw a possessive adjective, we saw ordinals, articles, numbers, quantifiers, cases of 16. Right now, the question remains: is it a conjunction? Is it a participle? Is it a preposition? The correct answer, in my opinion, is due to his ill health, we are saying. So, due to is a preposition actually. So, the correct answer, keeping that meaning in mind, it is therefore the answer is a preposition. So, because due to is a preposition. Okay. Now, question 105, take it down a little bit, it will be easier for me. (105) and 104, the none is underlined and now is underlined. We shall now begin to work. Now, if you remember, I gave you a tip earlier. Try to find out the part of the speech of the word written ahead of the underlined word. Begin. ये क्या है? Begin is a verb. Now begin. The now is qualifying the verb. Begin when? Begin now. So, which words qualify verbs? They are definitely adverbs. This is an adverb of time. Okay, fine. Now, this says none of these cars is in use. Now, what do you think it is? Now, all options, if you notice, the pronoun options. Now, let me tell you, this is clearly not the answer. You know why? How do you identify a reflexive pronoun? What are reflexive pronouns? They will always end this way, SCLF or SELV. Like words like myself. I did this work myself. You should do your work yourself. She did her work herself. So all the SCLF ending words, ourself, themself, itself, himself, all are reflexive pronouns. So that's how you remember. They will end in SELF or SELVES in the plural. Okay. Now, what are demonstrative pronouns and an indefinite pronoun? I think it will be a good idea to take these three things on the whiteboard: demonstrative, distributive, and indefinite, so that we finally decide ki none kya hai. Let me just confirm whether the same word none is underlined. Yeah. Do it on the whiteboard. So, what were the options? The options were: is it a demonstrative pronoun? As of now, we can for a moment forget about question. We can focus on understanding the concept here. Trying to explain three different types of pronouns. Which was the other one? Demonstrative. Distributive was also written in the option. Distributive pronoun. And what was written? Indefinite. This one is the shortest and the easiest. I'll give it to you. There's just a list of 5 words which come under distributive pronoun, because they talk of some sort of distribution. And so if you want to memorize them. Words like each, every, one of the, either, and neither. They are distributive pronouns. Either of the two employees and neither of the two employees, distributive pronouns. Now, mind you, when either, neither come in combination with or, either or, neither nor, then those are conjunctions. Now, when they come alone, only either, only neither, then they are pronouns. Mind you, so that's distributive pronouns. Now, how about indefinite pronoun? This one is also very interesting. Words like 1. Not the number 1. Huh? 1 should be true to one's word. One should be careful. So what is this 1? We're not saying 1. We really not very sure whom are we talking about. We just talk in a very general sense कि हमको careful होना चाहिए for anybody. Yeah. So 1, someone, no one, anybody, nobody, somebody. All of these are actually indefinite because we're not really specifically talking about he, she, it, I, we, you, they. These all come under indefinite pronouns. Now, what are demonstrative pronouns and how are they different? Here, I think I can erase this, and on second thoughts, a good idea would be I'll give you a difference between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. You remember I've been telling you this, that, these, those, ये adjectives भी हैं, ये pronouns भी हैं. So I'll very quickly give that to you, and finally we'll arrive at our answer. By the way, answer to that question, वो word none, वो यहीं पे आता है. One, so one, no one. No one is nothing but none. So the answer to that question in the paper was this. None एक indefinite pronoun है. Right? We'll take you back to the paper later on. We'll show it to you over there also. So last thing remaining, we'll quickly see the difference here. Demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Example. That is how. First, that over here is a pronoun, demonstrative pronoun. It's not an adjective. You know why? Because we've replaced the house. We want to say, I'll give you a tip over here. At this point, are you able to say this word in your mind? What do you want to say? That house is Peter's house, no? So we actually want to replace the word house. So we use that. That is Peter's house. So the word that is a demonstrative pronoun. Now, how about a demonstrative adjective? I went to that house. See how I have changed the use of the word that, same word. Now it's a noun, house is a noun, and whatever talks about the noun is inarguably an adjective. So this is a demonstrative adjective. Anyways, इनको अगर एक generic term देना है, now adjective pronoun, what can I say? They are demonstrative. So demonstrative. This hat, these clothes. This pen, that pen, these boys, those boys. Some finger pointing here, demonstrating. This is why they are known as demonstrators, right? So with this, from my side, I'm very well done with part of speech, but just for your satisfaction and my satisfaction as well, I'll take you back to the paper. This was the paper. We were doing this question. It's not reflexive, it is not demonstrative, it's not a demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns सिर्फ this, that, these, those हो सकते हैं. Distributive में each, every, one of the, either, neither, यही 5 words आते हैं. None of the options. And indefinite. Anyone, someone, no one, nobody, everybody, only one, any, all of those are indefinite pronouns. So with this, I am done with parts of speech very, very well. Thank you so much.